All right, once you know it's time to start helping mom and dad get help with daily living, the big question is, where do you go and how do you do it now, and what's best?
Yeah, well, we visited a local retirement community in Newington. It's called Cedar Mountain Commons, and it's actually a department of Hartford Hospital.
Oh.
Yeah, so we sat down with a family who explained the journey from leaving home to loving life. Betty Lasker is the oldest of 4 children, and there came a time when she knew her beloved parents, John and Lucille, couldn't live alone anymore.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
John Fienza served 30 years on the Hartford Police Force. Lucille and John have been married for 63 years, and at 91, they both have a lot of life left in them.
So where did you go this afternoon?
Outside to have our men's club.
Yeah, what did you have to eat?
Sausage grinder with peppers.
Whoa.
Betty and her siblings started to notice her parents couldn't do all the cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the house like they used to. It's a daunting task to think about where's the best place.
It is. Well, knowing Mom and Dad and knowing what care they needed at that time and what care might possibly come down the pike, we looked at some sets of criteria, what the 4 of us knew as a family we needed.
They knew the place would need to be nearby so kids and grandkids could visit, and they wanted independent living with quality care available as needed.
When you're moving your mom and dad, you can't look at just one of their needs. You have to look at both of their needs. So for us, it was extremely important to have a balance of men and women, because with Dad not being the one that we really wanted to come at first, we needed to have some men here that he could relate to.
Lucille was open to a move, but John, as much as he loves it here now, didn't want to leave his house. Betty and her siblings came to a retirement counselor here at Cedar Mountain Commons in Newington for advice.
We really did our homework. We visited. The staff has been wonderful. They're extremely organized, very receptive. They were very welcoming because they let us come on a 6-month trial. We knew within a couple of months that Mom and Dad were going to stay. But they just needed to know that they had the opportunity to just stay 6 months if they wanted to. But they've been here for a year and a half.
And is that how you brought it up to your parents, too? Just let's try this for 6 months.
Yes, exactly.
We can actually call you and even have some meetings ahead of time just with you.
Absolutely. And that's how really with the people that are strongly, adamant about not wanting to move, but they should move, you have to take the steps. It's a process.
After living here a year and a half now, Lucille loves to relax and knit, and John reads his paper. They have a kitchen if they want to make a little something, but they don't have to worry about cooking. What's your favorite thing about living here?
You don't have to do nothing. Just eat.
All right, when can I move in?
I think when they first moved here, it was almost a release. There was no more meal planning. They didn't have to worry that they had to go out and go shopping. They didn't have to worry about what they were going to do during the day because they had a whole menu of activities that they could choose from. They loved going to dinner and sitting down with other table mates and having a menu that they could choose from. And
it's like a cruise ship.
It is really, and I said that to them.
They have daily activities, including trivia games to keep your mind sharp.
Lois Lane and Clark Kent. Right.
And Lucille loves the exercise she gets.
We have a room, an exercise room, and we go to that one. I go twice a week.
That's amazing. That's why you're in such good shape, right?
Well, at least I'm trying.
Every resident can meet with a personal trainer twice a week to make sure they're staying healthy without getting hurt.
And I start out here.
Yep.
How many?
This one we're going to do 8 times.
And as John says, it really is like being on vacation. He goes to the men's club events and even enjoys a Friday happy hour.
And then we have the social hour on Fridays, 3 to 5. You have your little nip, your glass of wine.
Life is good.
Yeah.
Life is good, and if Lucille or John do need help, it's there, since Cedar Mountain Commons is a department of Hartford Hospital with many resources.
With home health care, there's doctors, there's therapy, there's many different avenues.
Big decision for them to bring you here, but turns out it was a good decision. You love it.
Yeah. We had to. There was no way that we could take care of ourselves. It's very hard. But this is good. All the convenience are here. Of course, the kids are always around to help. So that means a lot, too.
Let me tell you what I walked away with from that story. 6-month trial, because it gives them the choice.
Yeah.
And they can think about it, and it's not like this is a permanent thing. I really love that. That's
right.
Really...
And that's what the retirement counselors can do. And they were saying that it really, you can go first, but they have to get to the point where the parents get to make this choice.
Make the choice.
Make the choice.
That's terrific.
And they can help you through that, so you're not on your
Absolutely.
own.
All right, if it's time to start looking to help your parents, give Cedar Mountain Commons a call.
Yeah, you can actually schedule a free tour and sit down with a retirement counselor like Marie who can answer any questions. The number for Cedar Mountain Commons is 860-655-7901.
I never heard about that choice. That's really spectacular.
Yeah, that's really cool.